Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the BlitzKraft server. This is LeSquatch, and we are in my base. So, last episode you probably saw me set up... Oh, look at this is so cool. Yeah, we've probably watched me set up this... setup here. Setup. How many times can I say setup? So, I set up this apparatus over here, and I soon realised that you can actually just toggle the outputs. I'm sure all of you knew. The configuration here, you have toggleable outputs. So what I've done is, I'm turning these to grey because it helps my brain, is configure all of these so that red is receiving from the previous machine and blue is outputting to the next machine. So for this one, blue is on the right and auto eject is on. That's important, otherwise it won't work. And inputs from the top because we're getting it from the chest. And then here, inputting from the left, outputting from on the right. I think, yeah, red to the left, blue to the right. Yep. And then on here, red to left, blue right. And on here, red to left, blue on the right. So, we should be able to actually get rid of all of these. And though they seemed cool to set up, they were ultimately unnecessary. Which is a pity, because I thought they were the only way to do it. But these machines are actually smart enough to have their own sorting and funneling items method. So, yeah. I learned that in just in a creative world, where I do some tests. So let's repair this hole. Oh no. Can I get one? Yeah. Cool, that'll do. And one to spare. So now, we should actually be able to put in loads of ore on there and not have to worry about filters or anything, because it should all just go through the machine, so we don't need to worry about the AE picking up all the unnecessary dusts. So let's get some iron and gold, that'll do. So, if we plonk one piece of iron in there, we'll see it getting purified into its clumps. And then this one's crushing it. This one's enriching it. And then we'll see here, smelting. Then here, should pop up. And it'll go into here. So maybe we'll be able to catch another one. Yep. So it's going through the ender chest. Perfect. If we do gold, it should do exactly the same thing, because we've now removed all the filters. Aside from... Okay, this didn't have one. So if we just do this, it'll filter through very nicely and process all the ores for us. So we can now officially dump all of these into that chest upstairs. I may actually have to expand the chest. Let's just make one of those quickly. So we just need wood. Probably just make it an iron chest. Don't need too much. But yeah, look at this. 2,300 iron. Don't mind if I do. So we'll just get this. You can be deleted. Never going to need a glass thingy. So you can now be iron, and then all of you can go in there now. Cool. And actually, will it do iron? No. It's going to... Okay. I shouldn't have done that. Can I auto sort? No. Okay, wait. I just want to do this so that it does iron first instead of clicking out the system. There we go. Cool. Oops. I should probably put some speed upgrades on here. Not that they really matter. Actually, yeah. It should be okay. And we should see lots of iron or gold. Yeah, iron making it into the ender chest. Cool. And I think we're okay as well with the basic machines, because the advanced and the elite ones I think use the same amount of power anyway. So upgrading them wouldn't make any difference. Please do tell me if I'm wrong though, because it doesn't say on the tooltip and I don't really want to make one. So yeah. So what I want to do now is actually finally get on to making that gigantic steel tank that I've been talking about for ages and ages. So it's going to be, is it 5x5 or 7x7? Or 7x6 or whatever it needs to be anyway. The base will be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It should work. There are specific specifications that we need to actually make. Actually, I'm doing this all wrong. I want to colour these. Yeah, there is a specific specification for these tanks. And I know I can use AE, But I'd like to have something down here to keep the Mac, which I still haven't moved, keep that company. Because I think that would be pretty cool. So let's put you back and such for steel, there we go. Steel tank valve, steel tank wall. We'll just do a stack. We can have enough sheets for it. What are we missing? Steel tank walls. I've just... What? Are you using the wrong recipe? No. Okay, wait. Is it this? Yeah. If I do that, would it work? Huh. This is very strange. It would appear that the Mac has the wrong recipe. See, previous... Oh no, I just saw it. There. Steel tank wall. It must have a different ID. Right, I'll fix this and I'll be right back. So, I have no idea what the problem is. I tried to fiddle around with the recipe, but it just doesn't work. Like if I try and make one of these, yeah, I know it's a valve, but it says it'll be missing the steel tank valves and it just won't craft up the steel tank valves. I'll prove to you that we can do one of these. Look, yeah, this, I don't know why, but we can just dye them anyway. So it's not actually that vital. Where was the... There it is. Shadow ink, because we want to have the black dye, because it'll go really well with the green mob essence. But anyway, I've just started to build it here. It's going to be 7 by 7 by 7, because we can do it there. Heights 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Diameters 3, 5, 7, 9, so it'll be 7 by 7 by 7. And I have struck sewage, which is not pleasant. Luckily it was only 2 blocks and I didn't get covered in it, but that was a nasty shock. I wouldn't want that to, definitely wouldn't want that to infect the mob essence. It would taint the quality. So I will carry on building the tank and I will be right back. Right, so here is the tank. I apologise if you can't see very well, it is very, very dark. We need to make a few last minute additions. Now I'm hoping that these Tesseracts work immediately. I haven't actually tested this yet. But this I want to have as a different frequency, be frequency 2. Set frequency. It's going to be called mob essence out. Save frequency. And it's going to receive... It's going to send fluids. Cool. Mob essence out. Or actually I'm going to call it mob essence sending. Because I will forget. Oh, ugh, I will forget what it means. Right, hang on. Delete frequency. Mob essence sending. Which means that the Tesseract is sending. Cool. And plug this back in. Now that should work. Oh, does the Tesseracts give off light? Ah, that explains a lot. Anyway, one at the top as well. Get another one. This one needs to be configured, because I have yet to do it. Configuration owner only. Everything else is blocked. Except fluid. It is receiving fluid, sending nothing. And it'll be 3. Oh, if I just change the... No, I'll just change the frequency on that. 2. Okay, wait. Mob essence receiving. Receiving. Okay, receive. Maybe 3. Set frequency, save frequency. Cool. And then I can plonk in the valve. They're not directly over each other, which really bugs me. Like the one here is in the middle, the one here is over to the side, because directly above here is the outside of our base. So I thought we'd leave it for now. Or leave it unmarked. So hopefully if we put this here, yes, it forms into a tank. And it can hold almost 11,000 buckets. So I think that should be pretty decent. So now we need to change our mob setup up here. Lucky I could see all the lights on. So, oh dear, okay, that was a bit more... Can I pick it up please? What is this doing? Okay, I picked it up now, good. So this needs to be Mob essence. Oh, it needs to receive power as well. Oh, I didn't think of that. Why are you spawning? You shouldn't be spawning. Go away. I'm putting you back. So it doesn't get me. Yeah, this needs to receive power as well. This could be interesting. Right, I'll set that up separately. But you should be sending mob essence, as should this one. This should be sending. And we can actually move this to up here. Now, I want to do something now before I forget, but this could be kind of dangerous. This... Oh... Oh, that made me jump. Right, the reason why this made me jump is this wand holds a creeper spawner that I found just by chance. I was flying over this jungle and I just saw it through a world hole, so it's kind of cheaty. And I saw a spawner, I saw a dungeon, so I went down to investigate, and it was a spider spawner. It was a creeper spawner. So yeah, we now have a creeper spawner. So I think I'll move this spawner first, just so that if something does blow up, it's the damages are mitigated. So I'll need to reconfigure this cabling as well. And stop. Ah, suck it. Right, that's going to be dirt for now. And you need to be covered up. And wait, was there a... Did I put a dark thing on the other side? Wait, let me just see. Lights off. Yeah, it's giving off light. Okay. I swear I didn't have one on the other side. There we go. Okay, it just transmits light. Right, anyway, lights off. Don't want things spawning. So we can now come up here, and this is the central point. Oh, I need to be careful not to break any of these. And I think what I'll do is actually just plonk this on the side. Just here. Because hopefully then, if I have the Tesseract on here, send you to mob essence receive, it's not going to let any light in. Right, that can denote the tops of the spawners. If I turn the lights off... Good. Good. That is exactly what I wanted to see. And hopefully this shouldn't spawn anything on the roof. But maybe I want to move this one... Yeah, I'm going to... Oops. Gimme. Can move this one down. Did those witches die? They died. Good. So I'm going to move this one down. So I don't want these things spawning on the roof. Think that'll be okay? We'll have to wait and see. I'm sure we will find out one way or another. Right, that's receiving essence. So I need to put something on there. So ghetto. Right, still works? Yes. Quickly eat. So we need to now somehow... wait, let's go get some cables. Yeah, this will do. So if we hop up here, and then go to over here, where we have our resonant energy cell. It is currently outputting to nowhere. Don't know why. If we then do this, and then place 2 new Tesseracts, I'm sure there's a more economic way of doing this, but I can't think of it right now. So owner only, mob essence receive, set frequency, and you will only be sending energy, right? Oh, I need to send... so many things to do. I need to turn the other ones to accept energy now. Right, owner only, mob essence, sending, right? Yeah, receiving, sending, and turn you to sending energy. Cool. And let's quickly hop over here and set you to receive... Oh. Well, that's handy. It's already receiving energy. See, I'm a secret genius. Right. You're probably... What are you doing? Receiving fluid and energy. Okay. Man, I might actually be smarter than I thought. This might work out for the best. This one I haven't changed yet. You need... Okay, sending fluid, receiving energy. Good! Wow. Everything worked out better than expected. So we should, hopefully now, see something happening. I don't know if that spawner's going to work like that, though. Yeah, let's just go in. Are you... You're receiving energy and you're receiving mob essence. You little No! Right, let's give it something safe. Where's the... Cow, there we go. So can I be 14 seconds of poison, you little shit. Right, give it a cow. See how quickly it spawns, and whether it spawns anything on the roof. Yeah, this is what I wanted to see. Yeah, because at the moment, the spawner being in the middle, it's restricted the spawning spaces, so it spawns like 4, and then it waits for ages and ages. But if it's higher up, they just spawn and fall down. The question is, are they spawning on the roof? No, they are not. Oops. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And hopefully, these should all be... Wait. You're sending... So sending fluid, yeah. Is it already automatically going to the spawner? That's the question. Right, this should be... I need to have a lever. Yeah, need a lever? Do I have one in here? Yes. Huh. Thank you, Pastor LeSquatch. You're so thoughtful and amazing. So, I want you to be enabled low. And then I can now disable it with a redstone signal. So it'll still spawn things until it runs out of power, and then it won't spawn anything anymore. What I'm interested to see is whether our tank has any juice in it. No, it does not. That might be because it's going to the spawner first. I'm hoping that's because it's going to the spawner first. Let's just break that off. Can we access this? Okay, it's not got any mob essence in it. So if I just do this for now, disable that so that it shouldn't receive any mob essence. Cover that back up. Actually, I've got a proper thing for this. And why are you not sending it to the... Oh! Okay! So yeah, after that crash, one thing I did think of is that the tank might not like being connected directly to the Tesseracts. So what we can try to do is put a fluid duct underneath, and hopefully that will ease it. So it's currently empty. We shouldn't need to do anything with this. So it's sending fluid. Yeah, that should be fine. Should be sending fluid up into the tank. Oh, I mean once it's completed, once it's a multi-block structure at the, again, because we've broken it now. And we need to do the same up here. Oh, so slow. Right, hover. Not that it helps with the speed anymore, any at all. This needs to... What was I doing? Oh yeah. Taking that off. And breaking this. Placing this back down. And adding a fluid duct. And this should be receiving fluid, yeah. Good. So now, in theory, this should work. I need to replace that dirt. I'll do it when I get back out. Turn off hover mode. Did I have an excess of glass? I did. So are you filling up at all? No. Huh. I definitely thought that would work. Yeah, you're still full of mob essence. Why you no work? This should work, because it has been working. It definitely has mob essence in it. This is definitely frequency 2. Sending fluid, which is what we... Why are you still spawning? Stupid spiders. So we could probably actually just go outside. We're having this issue with the mobs again, so there's no mobs. Break you. You're wait a minute. Your frequency 3. Receiving fluid. Have I just... Wait. Wait. Sorry, this is such a derpy episode, but this needs to be done, and maybe it'll help you guys if you're stuck with it as well. You're on frequency 2. Sending fluid. This was on frequency 3. Right, that's why it's not working. You need to be on frequency 2. Yeah. Just put you on frequency 2. And then just get rid of this one. Right, you're on frequency 2. Rename it Mob Essence. Save. Set. So, yeah, I should only need to change the frequency. Whoop. Shouldn't need to change any of the settings, per se. Can I... Right, you're already on frequency 2. This is very confusing sometimes. And then you... What are you on? Did I change you yet? Yep. Or you changed by default. Either way, let's head back down. You need to be on frequency 2. Receiving fluid. Now has this worked? Yes! Ah! Thank you. Thank you, brain, for being so stupid, but eventually figuring it out. I'm sure you guys knew. You guys are the experts. Oh yeah, look at this. Beautiful mob essence flowing now. So we need to go down here. Oh, it's my old digital miner spot. And I need to go in here and set you frequency 2, which you're already on. Well, that worked out nicely. It seems that if you delete a frequency, it automatically connects to the to another one. Seems to be the case. Cool. So now we have a nice buffer. So 250, is it going up? No. Why is it not going up? Probably because it's going out immediately. But it should only go out so long as this spawner has space for it. But the Tesseract is off anyway. Nothing else is receiving fluid. So, in theory, is this going to... Oh, is this just going around in a loop now? That's what I was trying to avoid. This is way more complicated than it needs to be. Right, I will tinker around with this and I'll be right back. Fixed it! So what the problem was is that it was looping round. So now we can see we have 8,000 buckets, or 8,000 millibuckets in there, which is ideal, and we can see it's not flowing anymore. So it's actually a really easy fix. All I did was set this one to frequency 3 and just call it mob spawner. And then if we go back up to the top, this one is also on frequency 3. So the logic behind that is that these two are the only things that should be sending on frequency 2, and the only thing that should be receiving on frequency 2 is the tank. And then the only thing that should be sending on frequency 3 is the tank. No wait, receiving on frequency 3 is the tank send... Oh, hang on, start again. The only things that should be on frequency 2 are these ones. These two Tesseracts and the one at the top of the tank, because they are sending and receiving. And then the only things that should be on frequency 3 is the one underneath the tank and the mob spawner. Because that way, everything's sending to the tank on one frequency and coming out of the tank on a different frequency, and that prevents it from looping around and around. So now, if we turn this off, and you are... okay. Right, you need to be one block up. Let me... Okay. So yeah, so cows are spawning now. Maybe I'll just let it run. You know, who cares? We should have all the essence going out from the grinder to the tank, and from the tank to the spawner. And that should give us a nice little excess. So let's go down here. I know we're not loading the spawners currently, but we should see this, yep, trickling out. And a bit coming in as we grind the cows and the the mobs and all that. So that is all good. Sweet. Anything else that I wanted to talk about? Haven't done anything else much. Oh, I've started to try and make this out of marble. I've been struggling so much with the decoration of this base. I'm really, really finding it hard to come up with a good design. So I came up with the idea of having many designs. Like one floor will be marble, the next floor will be fantasy block, the top floor will be cobblestone, and I still intend to extend this tower. I mean, this isn't as high as it's going to be, because we still need a spot for the big reactors, because I definitely want to be in, I would definitely want to go into that. So I'm thinking we could have a big reactor either under the mob spawner, or on top of the mob spawner, or on top of our processing plant, which would probably make more sense. But that will require me to extend the tower, and I probably need to move these villagers because they're annoying, and sometimes they get attacked by zombies. I don't know where the zombies are spawning, but sometimes, yeah, this guy died, and I don't really know how. But that's neither here nor there. I think that will do it for this episode. I apologise for the talkiness. It was a long talky one, but we made good progress. We set up some Tesseracts, we set up our tank, we changed the mob spawner, so now it should be much more effective, and we also changed this setup over here, making it a lot more effective too, and it's still going through it. That's how long it takes, guys. Oh, of course, it's started on the gold before it's finished on the iron. I may need to expand the system to make it 2 sets of machines. That may help. But I think for now it's fine, because I can just, AFK. Oh yeah, this needs to change. I knew there was something I'd forgotten. Need to take the iron, need the filter out of that. So now everything goes into the chest. Cool. And this can be reset and put back in our chest. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. And yeah, loads of mess in the inventory. Anyway, I'll clear them out off camera. So I think that will do it for this episode. If you liked it, a like would be very much appreciated. I shall say thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next episode. And once again, I totally forgot to add a spawner. I did the same exact thing with the witch spawner. So we still have the creeper spawner in our wand, and this is going to be very tricky / dangerous. I'm hoping that these don't spawn. Oh, the witch has spawned! That's not good. Why did the witch spawn? No, 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 no. Right, let's just test it quickly. With the lights on, does it spawn? Oh, I still need to change that dirt out. Hopefully not. There shouldn't be any dark spaces, that's the thing. If we go on F7... did that work? Yeah, it's not even showing up because there are no spawnable spaces. But these are still spawning. Maybe I'm going to have to put some lights up in the ceiling. But it looks like down here is light enough that they are not spawning. Which is good news for us. So if we turn the lights off. Yeah, creepers. So we're going to get loads, absolutely oodles of mob essence now. Thanks to all these spawners. Excellent. And yeah, that will do it for now. So once again, thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next episode.